Today, okay, hold up. Today is February 8th. The Super Bowl is over. Football is dead. Baseball arises. Let's do it. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old Jomboy Jake. Recaps galore and weekly awards. Stat lines, steaming hot takes. Your Yankees news with these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Thank you very much for joining us. My name's Jimmy. Sitting next to me is Jake. And in the corner, we got producer Bug. Dude, it's February 8th. Baseball season is just underway. It's exciting times. Spring training, pitchers and catchers reporting soon. Jake, how you doing?
James O'Brien, David Mendelson, everyone listening at home, doing well. Moved into a new spot this weekend. Tired. Not as fun as other things. That last football game happened. Boring, right, guys? Wah, wah. But at least me and Luke Voit's Tampa Bay Buccaneers got that dub. So, and yeah, man, it's all happening. I know I just received an email.
No, you didn't.
That's related to one of the topics we're talking about in a little bit. So how crazy is that?
Is it someone pertinent to the story?
Oh, there's
There's perks.
I don't know if there's Nent. How
Perks
are you doing?
with a C.
Perks.
I'm doing well. I'm excited. I like my brain does like mentally flip a little bit. Like, all right, let's get going. As soon as we start doing this, we're recording our PPPs this week. We're mapping out. Yesterday I went through the entire Yankees schedule for all the way through September, and I filled out our calendars.
Nice.
Like what days we have to record and when, and hopefully there's not as many 11 o'clock at night recording sessions. I only have a couple. Interesting, the Yankees schedule has a lot of tidbits. To be determined start times, which is interesting.
How about that? Flex schedule.
But I'm excited. So I was walking through it. I was looking at all the teams they're playing and all that. I'm excited. So many teams that are bad.
Yeah.
Where last year it didn't feel like they got to play that many teams that were bad because of the like I saw 7 games against the Mariners and I was like,
right.
Oh, it's going to be nice to have some of those series again. Last year it was really just the Orioles.
Yeah, there was a weird, you're playing the Blue Jays for the 9th time in 14 days and you're like, all right.
The Orioles and the Red
good.
Sox, those were the only games last year. And even the Orioles, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, It was nice to see, like, oh, we're going to play 7 against the Royals.
Yeah.
And 7 against the Tigers. And
what
the Mariners and the Rangers are on our schedule. I was like, this is nice.
What have they been up to? So, yeah, that'll be fun. And, yeah, man, I've tried to go to that Dream World 2 a little bit, the next level, which is, we've got some fun stuff going on at the company. Would we be able to get down to Atlanta for a weekend or something like that? So, baseball is here. Spring training soon. A lot of the guys are already down there, and that's, if you haven't been keeping up on the CBA fake negotiation stuff, that was the best point that the players came back with was like, hey, if you guys wanted to negotiate this stuff, how about you do it 3 months ago instead of when we're down here already training to go to work? So baseball's coming.
Baseball is coming. The lawnmowers are out. The grass is growing, and they're cleaning it up. As should you clean up yourself with the Lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped. They provide you the best tools for your grooming experience, offering precisions engineered tools for your family jewels. Clean up your balls with Manscaped trimmer. Jake's about to trim his. Oh, he's trimming the microphone. Just some ASMR.
I always say it doesn't have to be fall to trim your balls.
He's been saying that since I knew him freshman year of high school. It's very, very true.
They redesigned this electric trimmer, Jim.
Yeah?
Engineering team spent 18 months on it, which is cool. I would have liked to see the engineers get it done in 16, but this
Are
bad
we
boy
counting
season,
like the holiday season? Because I think you could take a month off there.
Am I shaving my face?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're being real dainty about it.
I am being dainty about it.
Because now you're shaving your face, yeah. So imagine Jake's face is his ball sack, and that's what the Manscaped people are giving to you. Use code YANKS at manscaped.com. You get 20% off, and you get free shipping. Don't get cold feet this winter. Get a clean scrotum. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code YANKS. Actually, they're really nice. They sent us like an entire kit here of not even just like the lawnmower, but we got, I mean, what do we have here? We got like fancy smells.
Some ball spray that makes it better. I've been using the Manscaped that they sent us, and I don't. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to reveal that to you guys, but I do something fancy down there, and the Manscaped product line has been great for it.
Yeah? Well, we got a newspaper here that says it.
We save balls.
Code YANKS.
Code YANKS. If you're a guy or a lady listening to this and you have hair down there, Yanks.
Or if you know someone whose birthday's coming up. My birthday's coming up, so Manscaped.
Valentine's Day. That's a nice subtle hint to give your lover. Yeah,
clean up because we're about to use it.
How about we tighten it up?
Yeah.
Because you're having a bad day.
Go to manscaped.com. Use code YANKS. This episode is also brought to you by Andy Pimentel, David Lines, Nick Richier, and Patrick L. Those are our most newest patrons at patreon.com/talkinyanks. We just had to take like 8 Polaroid pictures because the patrons, the major league patrons, get a 1-of-1 Polaroid picture of Jake and I doing something dumb around the office wherever Sam finds us. Also, we have we have a Jomboy Media Twitter and Instagram that's just for the patrons with behind the scenes stuff. So if you want to support and get some perks, head there.
Thanks, everyone.
Jake, first and foremost, Yankee Stadium is full. Driving in to the stadium the other day, long lines, which I thought was cool, because they're having vaccines there for local Bronx residents. So if you're a Bronx resident and you don't know about this and you listen to this show, head over. I don't think we can even go because we're not Bronx residents, even though we spend all our days here.
I don't know what the rent payment plan is, but if one of your names is on the rent payment, which I assume at least one of you is, you might be able to.
I think it's Jomboy Corp.
Dangerous assumptions.
My name might be there as like if the company goes belly up, I'm in charge. I have to
dead.
I have to pay for the office myself. So maybe I'm on there. But yeah, go. It was cool to see Yankee Stadium busy because we drove in with my wife Caitlin and I was like, hey, this is what like it was supposed to be like all summer.
Yeah.
Instead of just an empty, desolate place.
Seeing activity at the stadium was kind of cool. It, again, sucks kind of what it's going for, but it's supposed to be helpful if they're the solution. So if you're in the Bronx, if you listen to us, if you listen to Pinstripe Strong, if you're in the Bronx, go to Yankee Stadium, get a shot so we can go back to games.
I like that.
Simple
stuff.
Simple math.
Judge was at the Super Bowl.
Aaron Judge was at the Super Bowl with Shaq. A-Rod.
And A-Rod.
Robert Kraft.
Was he in the booth as well?
I think he was in that booth.
What the hell's that booth?
It's just get rich and be cool.
I wonder if that was A-Rod's booth.
Yeah, Kraft mixes it up with everyone. He likes to be a cool guy. I don't know. You know how these things work. I'm
very interested. Yeah, Kraft has to have his own booth. He's an owner.
He's an organ donor.
Does every owner get a booth at the Super Bowl? That's a lot of booths. Or a suite?
30.
Why do we keep saying booth? It's suite. That'd be 30 suites they got to give away. They can't do that.
I bet a bunch of the owners probably don't want to go.
Yeah, but I wonder if they all asked. That's a lot of suites. You got to make them pay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Judge was there. Shaq made him look tiny.
Yeah.
Forget that the Super Bowl was right across the street. It's right across the street from Steinbrenner Field. Literally. And if they're playing games there with all that crowd, they're going to do spring training. Whether it scares you or excites you.
Yeah.
That's how Tampa's doing things down there. So Judge got to take in the game. Good for him. Some other news. The players that are in Tampa are currently being tested once a week, and they should be more frequently once things officially start. So that's good.
Sure.
The second part is conjecture on my end, but Voit's had a quote saying they'll be getting tested once a week, the people who are there early. So I don't know.
Nice.
I mean, in case you're wondering how that process is going.
Yes. Yeah.
Voit said some other stuff too, Jim.
He said that his foot stuff is done.
How about it?
He had a platelet-rich plasma injection.
Platelet.
Platelet.
Patella is is that a muscle? Is that a
What's patella?
patella tendon? That's
Patella is your kneecap.
okay.
Oh yeah, because
The
I cracked my
patellar
patella.
tendon is
That's
the
why I
one
know that
that's-
word. I
okay.
cracked my patella.
Yes.
All right, so we had a platelet plasma injection for plantar fasciitis. In October, he wore a boot for a week, and he was good. So no more foot
about that?
stuff. Foot stuff was fun last year.
Foot stuff was a little fun. I mean, I want to know after a week he was good, what does that mean? Because, was that an option before the playoffs? Would that have been worth it if it was just 7 days? Or was it there was no pain after? I don't know. That would be the solution, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think he could have taken a week off, but maybe they just don't know the risk there. They
This
don't.
Manscaped thing took a lot of hair off of me.
Well, you shaved your face with it.
Promo code Yanks.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a gamble. They don't know if it
Right,
was going to
right,
be a
right,
week.
right.
It could have been a month. Luckily, it was just a week. He was fine. Actually, did Voit struggle in the playoffs? I don't know. He was great during the season.
I think the first series gross, second series not. if I
Well, the first
remember
series was just 2
correctly.
games, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, good. I mean, no more foot stuff. Foot stuff was a fun underlying story of the 2020 season.
Yeah. Tampa series, he hit 111, 533 OPS.
Do you think he should start limping around the bases just in memory? That becomes his thing?
Yeah, a little bit. Why not?
Edwin's
No, it
parrot
is.
thing was from slipping.
You got to bust that out at a certain time. If you got your uncle whose back acts up when, people got to move boxes and stuff. If Luke Voit wins an at bat, if it's 3-2, foul ball, and then he hits a home run, then you start limping and you're like, oh, I clipped you 3-2. Plus, I'm kind of hurt. Sorry, man.
I just thought about it, and I think it's poor sport. Poor sport to do it if you're not actually injured.
That's poor sport.
Poor sport, sir.
That's poor sport. You get back
Yes.
and run.
So Voigt's good. He's running in spikes. Should we put spikes on?
Did you see? I like spikes.
Click, clack. Click, clack. Click, clack. Does Baby D know what that is?
So annoying. If we did that to everyone.
Do you remember when Under Armour gave out click, clack? You could make the click, clack noise with your thumb? Under Armour's whole campaign was click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. And then they gave out a little thing. You could do it with your thumb. It sounded like walking cleats on cement.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, I had one.
Obviously.
I annoyed everyone with it.
Yes. That's that's a layup.
Yeah.
That's a layup.
Now I'm going to Google to see if I can find one.
Okay. Good. Glad you're not hurt, Luke Voit.
Yeah, you were going to say something.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. You started saying something, then I started click clacking all over you.
You did start click clacking. I don't know. Don't remember.
Okay. All right. Well, Judge is doing yoga. So this was something that Cressy did an interview with
I was
Meredith.
gonna say something. Oh my god. I know what I was gonna say.
Tell me.
Friend of the family, Lindsay Adler,
Yes.
was tweeting out she was watching her Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
Did you see the 3 that Curry made, from midcourt, and then he just stopped and he did a full dance?
Yes. But it wasn't from midcourt. Yeah.
And she was comparing it. She was just like, I can't believe this is real life in the NBA, and if something like this ever happened on a baseball field, it would be the end of worlds.
Did you see my tweet about that?
I did not. Maybe.
Because I was talking. Lana on Twitter said the taunting rule is so funny in football.
Yes.
And I said, and I was like, in football, they have a rule for taunting.
Yeah. I
But
did.
the players don't really care, and the fans don't really care.
Oh.
In baseball, they don't have any rules about taunting, but the players care, and not all the players and all the fan bases, but for a long time, the players care,
Yeah.
and the fans care. And there's no rules. I was laughing, thinking dude got penalized for doing his victory celebration in his face. When Jabba Chamberlain did big fist pumps and then Aubrey Huff took him deep, he did the big fist pump right in Jabba's face. Imagine if the umpire was like, no, illegal. It's really backwards.
Yeah. There was a good taunting in the Super Bowl because it was already a turnover of downs.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
That was good taunting.
I mean, it sucks.
Baseball needs more of it.
Baseball's a good amount.
Right. Baseball needs the same amount, but just people to not fully care about it.
Well, at least they don't have rules.
Yeah.
Like the NFL has rules about it.
Guys would keep going.
And actually, still, I rather celebrate I rather natural celebrations than
Always.
in your face taunting. But whatever. If it's like heat of the moment.
Super Bowl win was a perfect example. You lost, sucker.
You lost. I didn't realize that was his thing.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
You can't,
But that's how it works.
That sucks.
That's how it works.
I loved Romo and whoever else acting like they were like putting on like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already feeling down. Shut up. You know you don't believe
Sports.
a word you're saying right now.
Sports.
I did find the Under Armour click clock
Okay.
click clack commercial, but I did find the Under Armour
Oh, boy.
That's me. I did it.
Hey, I told you he could really go. Yeah, click clack.
Yeah, click clack. I tried to find on Amazon one of those things so I could buy the click clack machine.
Sure.
Looks like they're not around. Damn. At Under Armour, at like Foot Locker, if you bought an Under Armour shoe, you would get it.
Got it.
Click clack, click clack, click clack, click clack. Yeah, so Cressy, that was a nice shot by Steph Curry as well.
Huge.
Cressy, on an interview with Meredith, I believe, said that both Judge and Stanton have changed the way they work out. We also heard a while ago, I don't know if this was a Cashman quote or someone said, like, because of the way spring training happened and the pandemic happened and because of how soon to spring training Cressy was hired, that he didn't really fully get to implement his regimen with the guys last season. You know, it wasn't enough time for him to like really like change their, who knows?
Yeah.
But apparently Judge and Stanton are doing more yoga and less weightlifting, which a lot of fans, Jake, are going to go, because like almost everyone with a brain was saying this.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's a win for all the keyboard warriors out there that think they know better. Because it was like,
yeah, flexibility, not getting hurt. We have things that help with that. I'm not gonna give them. I'd have to hear the quote, but I don't know. The whole thing, if they're gonna say Cressy didn't have time to implement his plan or come in and do his plan, I mean that's partially because Cressy's like this is almost Cressy's side job. It's like being the Yankees trainer is a side thing for him. So the Yankees went out and hired him because he is special. You know, all of our PT physical therapy friends reached out and was like, yeah, this guy's the GOAT. But, you know, he's got his facility in Florida. Like the Yankees stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of not taking that as an excuse, but good. It's crazy. Get those big guys healthy. It sucks that Yankee fans don't even get to dream about how good like Judge and Stanton are for full seasons. We don't even let our brains go there.
no, we're about to do PPPs and you kind of can't.
It
But
sucks.
well, this is the quote, Jake.
Because what were they, BBD? They were showing something with Giancarlo on MLB Network. I don't know if it was just a Giancarlo festival or what, but they were showing his, like, when he won the home run derby and the year he hit 59 homers, and it's like, oh my God.
It's really good.
What?
You and I were watching something on MLB Network. It's just like,
Huge.
yeah.
It was just like,
Giancarlo's really good.
it would be awesome if we could let our heads dream about him being that good. And we
Well,
can't.
I found the quote because I wanted to make sure I wasn't talking up my butt
Sure.
with the Cressy didn't get to implement his regiment, all that shit.
Sure.
It was Boone. Boone said, while we did the overhaul in January,
Right.
we haven't had an off season yet since we overhauled it. It's kind of been on the fly, getting up to speed through spring training. I'm confident in our team and in our strength and conditioning team to do a good job, hopefully preventing certain things from happening. But hopefully when we look up in a few years, we'll really start seeing the dividends get paid. I mean,
Okay.
I understand that. January and like a lot of the injuries,
That's fair.
a lot of the injuries happened early on, and it was so weird. So
Yeah.
we heard from, who did we hear from? Obviously, whatever. We heard from people close that fuck.
Okay.
I wanted to let people know it was someone, but we can't say who it was. I think it was when we did our spring training tour.
Okay.
And we were talking to players on other teams, and someone asked about the Yankees training regimen.
Okay.
And they laughed. It was like a player went from one team to another and laughed at what the Yankees were doing before Cressy.
Right.
I forget who told us that, but they're so behind. It was someone that we respected and believed at the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, and man, it's a big win for all the people that are stop lifting weights. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's a win until they're hurt first week of the season, and then we're saying.
But even the
nothing
idea
matters.
Even the idea,
Yeah.
because that Stanton and Judge had people on their Twitter trolling them. Stop doing that. Do some yoga. And the new coach comes in and agrees with the Twitter trolls. Yeah. The flexibility stuff.
Stop benching supermodels. Little yoga.
I think they can bench.
That was my trainer's advice.
If they want to bench supermodels, that's cool.
Okay.
That's fine with me. I'm excited for it.
Did you look at the hands in the Judge Shaq pick? Just monster hands.
No, I didn't see.
It's just
Did you
Ghost.
just do that?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Or a ghost.
What was I going to say about all of this?
What were you going to say about all of this?
Well, BBD's got a note. 3 of Judge's 6 major MLB injuries were muscle pulls. Oblique strain in 16 and 19, calf in 20, so that should help, the stretching. He also crashed into a wall, got hit by a pitch. Stanton's body was crazy in 19.
You know what I do, Jim?
What?
When my muscles get tight?
Stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Sometimes you could take CBD for something like that.
Not yet. We got to do Gio first.
Okay. It's just an easy segue. Set it up. Teed it up. Now we teased it.
Yeah. What was I going to say about the stretching and stuff? Judge and Stanton, do you think combined over-under games? Do you think 275? Imagine that.
No. My brain jumped to 200.
100 each?
I mean, it probably divvies out to 130 and 70. But that's where my brain currently dreams with these guys. It sucks.
130 and 70.
It's someone getting a full year and someone not.
250, 125 each.
I mean, I don't see them both landing at 125. Each of us got nicked up once and we're back,
What if they each play over
If
one?
they each play 125,
Does the thought of that give you butterflies?
I'm happy,
Yeah.
which is nuts.
I think it's going to happen.
Which is nuts. Be cool.
Why not?
I'm starting to talk myself into G.
Bound to happen at some point.
After the playoffs and everything.
On a mission? He's
It's
just
so
DHing.
good.
He's just going to DH. Which is crazy that we have $35 million just on DH for the next 7 years.
Well, AAV-wise, it's only $25 million.
Doesn't it hit 30?
As far as the luxury tax number, it's only $22 million.
Okay.
Because of what the Marlins cover and the AAV number.
Don't care anymore.
Yeah.
That's awesome news for me.
Just be in the lineup.
Be in the lineup. Gio Urshela also said he's going to be ready for opening day.
Yeah.
He might not be ready for the start of spring training. He had a little cleanup surgery, right? On his arm. What was it? What was his
Elbow,
surgery?
bone spurs in the elbow.
Do you think we have him?
Bone spurs in our elbow?
Yeah, you think if you were to get checked up right now, they'd be like, yeah, you got some, but you don't do anything with your elbows, so you're good?
No. I think you need to do stuff with your elbows to get bone spurs.
Okay.
What do you do with your elbows?
I've realized that when I sit down on my couch at home, I lean on my left elbow to get into position because I broke the wood.
Oh, yeah. My old office has that too.
In there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a big lean on my left.
Yeah.
Other
Gotta
than
get
that,
leverage.
sometimes I do stretch like this, which is elbows out.
Yeah, I mean, that's in theory doing nothing with your elbows.
They're getting a lot of air.
Yeah.
I don't think I do anything with my elbows.
I don't know. This Gio one is the
What about like if I bring a lot of grocery bags home and I'm trying to do like all the bags in one trip? I'll let a bag slide down to my elbow.
okay.
Like forearm.
Yeah, that counts.
That counts as elbow work?
That counts. So once a week,
Yeah.
you might carry a bag on your elbow.
Yeah. Up 2 sets of stairs.
I don't know. This one for me is kind of the first test of tests for this year. Like, is this going to turn into... Yeah, you know, where Gio's going to sit out this first week and then he'll be back next week. And then is it going to be... Yeah, we're just, we're seeing what, you know, we're easing into it. No problem. Gio's thrown on the side field. And then is it going to be halfway through spring training and we're like, well, we haven't seen Gio Urshela, huh? And this is what our brains have been programmed to in Yankee land.
Yeah, you're like taking me down because I brainwashed myself to think that this year is different.
This is the test.
Like I have, which I don't know why.
Yeah.
But you're reminding me that I read this Gio quote and thought that's awesome.
Right.
And that was all I thought.
No.
Where I guess I should go back into the mindset of like it's probably going to linger.
This is my first test for the new year. I'm with you. I'm going gung-ho. Cressy got the whole off season.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yoga.
Whole off season with Cressy. So if Gio's, you know, week 2 of spring training and Gio's full tilt, I'll golf clap and say we're the new Yanks. So Gio, a lot of pressure on you, dog. Gamer Gio, right? He's been gaming with Glaber and stuff, I think. Yeah. How about that?
Do you think there's real animosity between like Andujar? Like Glaber was his best friend, and Gio's now his best friend. It's pretty messed up.
If I saw on April 5th a weird dugout reaction, I'm all in.
I don't know if I've seen Andujar, Glaber, and Gio all hanging out.
It's because Andujar wasn't invited on the team this year to hold back his payments.
Well, he's going to show up.
What's the question?
You don't think he was invited on the team?
Not last year. They sent him down.
Well, they were messing with his service time.
That's what I was talking about.
I thought you meant that he wasn't invited to spring training. He's going to get the invite.
Trade. A lot of people are asking about Talkin still.
Second half of this episode, we got a lot of updates of what spring training is going to be like this year. But before we get to that, we got to tell you about Cushy Dreams. Cushy Dreams makes smokable CBD. Don't we have some on the table here?
Yeah.
Some nugs. 2020 was a rough year, and 2021 is starting out just as wild, and spring training hasn't even started yet. The world is crazier than ever, and our friends at Cushy Dreams can help. Cushy Dreams specializes in high-quality smokable CBD, and CBD has been shown to help with anxiety, depression, even pain relief, fighting inflammation, and more. Sounds like the Yankees should get on
Pain
CBD.
relief.
Cushy Dreams' extraordinary CBD-rich hemp flavor comes in 1/8 ounce cans and pre-roll joints. It is cannabis that ships discreetly to you and directly to all 50 states. They offer specific indica and sativa. Which one do you like, indica or sativa?
It depends what you're looking for, man.
Is indica the sleepy one? Because you get in the couch?
Yes.
That's how I remember
I
it.
always wanted sativa to be sleepy so bad, so it would be SS, but it's not. And that's how the other way I learned it.
Couch. Is that how you learned it?
No, I tried to be self-taught, and I obviously had to go against my natural instinct.
I like indica. So yeah, relax, create, hustle, peace, energy, and dream. Go get yourself some Cushy Dreams. KUSHY dreams.com. Use promo code Yanks for 20% off your next order. Free shipping on orders over $20. Jake and I smoked this in the back alley of the office the other day. They sent us some to test it out, get our relaxation on. We were feeling good afterwards. During it was a little bit like we were smoking weed in a back alley.
It did look like
we were like,
that.
is someone going to yell at us? We're going to be like, it's CBD. It's a pre-rolled CBD from Cushy Dreams. Shut up.
Idiot.
There's a video of that if you go to their Twitter, @CushyDreams.
Gabriel says it's great for migraines.
Is it?
How about that?
Should get some for my mom.
How about that? Your mom likes the real stuff, but...
Watch JJR on Wednesdays because Jake and I have been getting high during
We're getting
that.
loopy.
Actually, that's Wednesdays Talkin Yanks as well. Like the Wednesday Talkin Yanks have been happening after we eat gummies on JJR.
Yeah.
I wonder if they know that. Wonder if it's been apparent or not. Cushy Dreams.
Cushy. Get cushed.
Get cushed. All right, Jake. As we said at the top of the show, spring training is going to happen. Yeah. They're playing in Tampa. Everyone saw all the fans there. It's going to happen. Yankee Stadium's right across the way. The Red Sox and the Pirates have already said that they'll allow 24 and 25% capacity. Which one said 24? And why did they not just say 25?
I believe Red Sox were 24.
For Manny.
Okay. And 25% capacity at spring training. Rays will allow 7,000 fans at the Trop. And Super Bowl had 22,000 fans. So Yankees are going to allow something is what we're getting out of this. But no workout days will have fans. Yeah. I am today.
Yeah.
Today.
Today.
I got sad that we're not going to spring training. It hadn't happened because I accepted it as fact from a while, so it wasn't like, oh, shit, we didn't have it planned, and then we had to stop it. But when I read on BBD's note here that workout days will have no fans, I remembered how much I like workout days.
Workout days are the best.
I like watching the other guys work out. I don't like working out on workout days.
No. Leading up to the games, it's awesome. It's kind of the best fan experience. A lot of people have asked us, and we say, yeah, if you're gonna go those final workout days and then catch an actual spring training game, just so there's baseball going on. But yeah, man, I got that a little bit last Friday. We were recording stuff tailored towards spring training, and then it was like, damn, like we should be doing some of this in Florida, sweating.
Yeah, it would have been our 4th year going.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Debating sneaking down for a weekend or something.
Yeah.
Go to the beach, see a game. We'll see.
Okay. I can't.
Jess is from there.
I'm going to Denver in March, and then the next week we're going to Savannah.
Yeah.
So. Can't. But no, if I wanted to go, I'd want to go, like, do what we've been doing. Like, we kind of, like, built up a little routine over the past 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's over, like, a week. Like I'm saying, go to a weekend, go to the beach, go to a game. Just his family's from there and stuff, so there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Going down, doing a muted version of
what I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to go unless we were doing, like, Talkin Yanks stuff.
Yeah.
But Jess's family's from there, so you got other stuff you can do.
Sunny.
Yeah, I'm dreading the hot weather, so. The snow's been crazy.
Yeah.
I drove home in it yesterday. Scariest drive I've been done in a while. Okay. I was like in heaven. Katie was a little nervous. And then on the parkway, we were leading the pack, doing good on the snowy roads. And then all of a sudden we have to stop, and all the plows and the salt trucks, like a convoy of like they were leading us into battle. And then the roads were fine. It wasn't scary, but I just had to drive at like 30 miles per hour behind them for the next hour. And I was like, fuck.
That's always, I find myself having the most mental conversations when that happens, because you're always like, you're initially bummed out because you're going a lot slower, and then you're like, well, this is actually safer, kind of great and safe, and then you're bummed out again. You just do that conversation like 8 times.
Yeah. And
you're like, wow, I'd really like to go faster. And then you're like, but this is safe.
Yeah. And
I won't die.
I also had Katie and Mac were in the car. And I was thinking, like, if they weren't in the car, how much more adventurous I'd be, because I love driving in the snow. Right. And then I was like, but I'm not a little kid anymore.
Right.
But yeah, I'm enjoying these storms. I'd like one more, because we're in February, right?
We're in February.
Once March comes, no snow. Then it sucks. March snow sucks. February snow, I'm fine with. If it's going to be cold, at least give me something pretty to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with one more. Got to space it out a little bit.
My house is
2 in a week.
Your
is
house?
Tight.
It was pretty. Roads were bad yesterday, man.
Yeah, they were. Really, I was driving in the thick of it, but yeah, my house is like like snow, like a foot of snow. No, more than a foot everywhere.
Wish it waited till the last snow was gone, or mostly gone.
I like that it built on the last storm just a little bit.
Like that. I mean, it didn't have to be all the way, but would have liked to have caught grass for a day.
One spot in my yard caught grass, and I was like,
Cushy Dreams.
I was like, hey, Katie, if you want to plant some stuff, I didn't tell her this yet, but I thought in my head, if you want to plant some plants, that's where the most sun gets.
That's
snow melted first, and then she's going to be like, that was super helpful. I'm glad I married you.
Yeah.
And that's just a good thing that can happen for me.
We'll see.
I should let her know. Maybe they're listening out there. Anyway, the spring facilities will probably be split MLB plus AAA and then AA plus single A. So it's not going to be the normal send him up, send him down. A lot of the games are not going to be on TV. And they just reported that they're going to be in like pods, so they're not going to travel as much. Do we have the pods? Does Rosenthal has the pods here?
I'd assume East and West, right?
It's largely based on East and West, and I would assume within that, like the Yankees will play mostly teams in like the north part of Florida where they are. Probably like they'll get 4 games against them, 2 games.
That means they're going to be playing the Blue Jays, the Phillies,
Tigers.
No, well, I don't know. The Blue Jays, Phillies, Blue Jays, Phillies, Pirates, and Orioles are definitely
north.
No, I thought the Braves were now south.
Maybe it's an old map.
Because they just moved to Cool Today Park.
Yeah.
Lakeland is they're like right in the middle. I guess, no, they're definitely east.
Detroit would have to play with the Yankees.
Have to play with the
Because they
Yankees.
can't go the other way.
Yeah, no, I had it right then. And then Tampa Bay, Twins, and Red Sox, and Braves are down there. Yeah, the Braves aren't there anymore. They moved way down by the Red Sox.
So yeah, they could honestly probably do like 3 bubbles if they really wanted.
I think, yeah, I don't know.
There was talk about that at one point before this.
Trips
there was
fun.
also another bullet point in there that was also being discussed before this.
I got an email
What was your email?
from the Yankees spring training facility
Oh, wow.
saying, hey, why don't you call us to tell us about your potential group plan outings? So they're planning on having people.
That's a tease.
Your tie fell. Yeah.
I mean, tell them we'll do it for free. Because we don't have a group outing planned.
Yeah.
And the optics of that seem pretty bad.
Yeah.
How funny was it when they're trying to stay 6 feet apart during the Super Bowl speech? And Tom Brady, who openly has not cared about the pandemic, really not wearing a mask, went to his teammate's house and got fined and all that stuff. Just was like, hey, I can't hear you. Come closer.
Yeah.
And they're like, Tom,
Yeah.
the whole thing is
Got the mask.
we're trying to act like we care about this.
Yeah.
Just come closer. I can't hear you at all. Take that mask off while
So
you're at
take
it.
that mask off.
Did he say that?
I think so.
I don't know. That made me laugh.
Maybe he didn't say
I heard him say
It
come
was good.
closer and I laughed. So I mean, do we care about who the Yankees play? It kind of sucks that they're not going to be on TV that much. But Phillies, Blue Jays get a lot of time against the Blue Jays. Pirates and Orioles, boo, and Tigers, boo. So Phillies and Blue Jays.
Why won't they be on TV as much?
They announced that because
In past years, it's dipped anyway,
yeah,
and they like
So that's
aren't gonna
not
send
related to
crews
this. That's
down
just
there.
Yes Network.
well, it was really COVID.
I mean, league-wide, they've reduced the number of spring training broadcasts the last few years
Gotcha.
because nobody watches them besides freaks like us.
Right.
And
Well, wouldn't Yes
also-
Network get a call on that?
Yes, but they also aren't trying to like send people.
Yeah, it
places
cost them a lot to
still.
Right,
send
right.
everyone down there.
Yeah.
I don't think yeah.
I don't know what Yes Network specifically is doing, but
Yeah, I think they're going to be less games and more private workouts, which kind of blows. Going to have to follow Brian Hoke.
Ryan Hoke, live from Tampa.
You excited for all the videos like through the fence?
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be one picture through a fence of Cole, Tyone, Kluber, Monty, Davey, Clark, like all talking together. I'm like, look at this.
There's going to be one person in that pic that throws it off a little bit, like Sessa will be in there. And you're like, well,
Is he starting now?
wait, is Sessa a starter now?
Sessa the starter?
Cessna.
The Cessnator.
Huge.
Other rumors of substance that BBD says is that half the teams will only play day games and the other half will only play night games, which is essentially the same thing as bubbling based on geography.
that was the idea going around before they just announced these bubbles. So
Oh, okay. The bubbles, the bubbles. Sure.
How about that? It's baseball season.
I think that they realized they don't. I think they're realizing, aside from pandemic, like the pandemic helped them realize this. Like, oh, we kind of lose money broadcasting a lot of these teams for like the Tigers and the Orioles. So if the Yankees are on the road, they never send their crew on the road. And the other teams, they lose money because no one's watching a Tigers and a Pirates spring training game. So they're just like not broadcasting them. And then I think last year they realized, wait, inter-squad games work kind of just as well as playing another team. Okay, maybe we don't need to schedule as many. Like maybe in the future there's only going to be some. But then I wonder when they can sell full tickets again, they'll probably go back.
Oh, yeah.
The Yankees at least want that. Otherwise, the Yankees could just pay for an inter-squad game. I think people would be more interested.
Yeah. But they're probably the outlier.
Huge outlier there. I'd be way more interested in an inter-squad game. Like if they played it out like real.
I guess most fans would. It's your team.
Yeah, you just see more of your players.
Sure. We'll see. The future.
All right. We got some updates from all our Yankee players that are playing in other leagues. Before we do that, we have a flash sale going on right now. Flash sale.
Flash sale.
What's promo code?
Baseball.
Promo code baseball because it's baseball season. It only lasts 24 hours. I mean, by the time you listen to this, you better run.
Midnight.
10 hours. Midnight on the 8th. Is today the 8th?
20% off everything.
20% off
Just
everything.
Go.
Code baseball.
If you've ever worn clothes.
Shop.jomboymedia.com.
If you've ever drank out of a mug.
Luis
Stickers.
Medina. Funky Cold Medina. Turning heads, Jake.
Pitcher of the year.
That was deep.
It's incredible. That's good.
Nice.
Wow. We should hit our chest more. That was cool. Jim, he had a hell of a winter league, huh?
Yep. He won pitcher of the year, 4 starts, 0.54 ERA.
Good. Almost double the Ks per inning.
Fuck, 32 Ks in 16 innings. That is cool.
Yeah.
6 walks, 7 hits, 1 run. He's really young, so don't expect much. Do you think we'll see Luis Medina this year? My vote is no.
I don't think so, but I mean, I would have lost money on like Miggy Yahoo last year. Maybe if they expand the rosters.
Well, he was on the 40-man, though.
If they expand the rosters a little bit.
Medina,
I don't care about the 40-man.
Is Medina on the 40-man?
I'm double-checking it.
He might have been one of the guys. I don't.
Yahoo was already on the 40-man, so
yeah.
Yeah, that's like when Loiza gets skipped AAA because he's on the 40-man.
Yeah, that's our star setup guy. He had 1 game against a lot of MLB guys, and he didn't do that great. So, okay. Yeah, Medina's young. He's, I think I mentioned this a Talkin' Yanks episode ago. He's the guy the nerdy scouts tell you to get excited about. Like, oh, you know who's got real stuff? Medina. So, there you go.
He's 21 years old. There was another Luis Medina that played in the big leagues. His middle name was Luis Maine Medina.
Luis Maine.
Our Luis Medina's middle name is Angel.
Okay.
So when you're talking about the Maine Medina, you're talking about the other guy.
For now.
Yeah. Cleveland Indians, 1988 to 91.
Loved watching him do what he did out there.
Yeah.
Just like Albert Abreu.
I think he's going to get traded, right? Albert Abreu, 5 starts, 19.1 innings pitched, 2.79 ERA.
That's good.
BBD, he's out of minor league options.
Somehow.
So he's getting traded.
Albert Abreu.
So how is he out of options? I remember twice when Albert Abreu came up. I think maybe 3 times. Maybe he came up and didn't pitch it all once.
Yeah, those rules make sense till they don't.
How the fuck is Albert Abreu out of options?
I don't know.
So yeah, he has to get the last bullpen spot, or else the Yankees gotta move on.
That's so confusing.
Yeah.
So Albert Abreu is out of options, meaning he cannot get sent down to the minor leagues. If you forget or don't know how the options work, if you get 1 year, you can only use 1 option in 1 season. Like it's like if you get sent up and then sent down and then sent up again, that's not 2 options. It's just 1 per season.
Option year.
You get 4? How many options do you get?
Normally 3.
3. So Albert Abreu has only pitched one time as a big leaguer last year. So they're saying that he got sent up in 2019 and 2018. I remember one time he did get sent up and then didn't pitch.
Yeah, he only pitched in 2020. I think there's other stuff that ties into it. I mean, it's your years in the minor leagues and things like that. So apparently it's here. I mean, you know, he joined the Houston in 2013. So I mean, that's how many years ago is that now? 8. Quick math. So he was like a 17-year-old. So I think your minor league time works differently. So, okay. So
there's a certain degree, it's part of like Rule 5 stuff if you're eligible at a certain point. He's 25 years old, so he's been in minor league baseball for a long time.
So it's either get excited about Albert Abreu or he's getting traded.
We thought this with Sessa. Sessa was at options 2 years
Still
ago.
Fighting.
Like 2019, Sessa was at options, and we were like, well, they're going to trade him. He's going to be a deadline piece because he's at DFA, trade, and he's hasn't gone anywhere in the last 2 seasons.
He keeps climbing in our bullpen.
But Sessa had already cracked the big leagues, done stuff. Abreu's very young, so I mean, yeah, maybe he's a very big trade candidate.
Something will happen with Albert Abreu.
Either they give him innings and he pitches really well,
sure,
or he's not a Yankee by the end of the year because you can't send him down.
Put up or shut up.
Yeah,
you know,
shoot or get off the pot.
Pot or CBD with Cushy Dreams.
Dude.
What else about it?
That's really all. I'm just surprised he's had options.
It's fair.
Domingo German was bad. 5 starts, 16.1 innings pitched, 13 runs, 7.16 ERA, 9 walks, 18 Ks. I don't care about this. I put as much stock into this as I do Luis Medina's stuff. It's cool. It exists.
Bear Claw.
I don't.
I think Matt Blake already has a quote. It's like, yeah, we just needed him to get innings because he didn't pitch it in 18 months.
Matt Blake.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, if that transcends to like spring training starts and then that transcends to big league starts, sure, then I'll start caring. But I mean, I have no idea. Do you have anything on Domingo German?
Means nothing. It's the classic. I mean, we just did this with Medina. If they were good, we'd get excited, and if they're bad, it means nothing. So we'll keep an eye on German. I mean, that's going to be one of the bigger stories at camp of how he's looking.
Do you think that?
Go on.
I want to say this. Do you think that Domingo German, because of the ancillary off the field stuff and the suspension and then like retiring on Insta Story and then all the other weird shit he's done, do you think, and this is kind of dumb as I say it, do you think there's any way that if there's an odd man out, like that has to go be to the bullpen and just log multiple innings out of the pen and become the new Chad Green, like it's German kind of, because they're just like, you know, we're still punishing you a bit?
I could see a percentage point going that way. I mean, I think it more ties to baseball stuff. If the other starting pitchers are healthy and good, you know, German's stuff in the bullpen translates to wipeout stuff, like special stuff.
I remember we wanted him back there at one point because
I think the thing I would get more lost in is service time stuff. If he comes back and looks like Domingo German, but the Yankees can mess with his service time, I think that might be the play.
He currently has 2 years of service time and 1 option left.
I believe if you're suspended, you don't accrue service time there. Someone correct me if you find out differently.
Yeah,
sure. I believe that's a thing. So he's cost himself a lot.
Who has more service time, Domingo German or Tyler Wade?
Ooh.
Or Mike Tauchman? Rank those 3.
I'm on the page. I won't look. I just saw Tyler Wade's. I would go Wade. They got full years last year, right? Tauchman stayed on the team.
Yeah.
Wade, Domingo, Tauchman.
Wade, Tauchman, Domingo. Then Loaizaga. Now, Loaizaga's got more service time than Domingo. Full year last year.
And Loaizaga's still got a minor league option. So, baseball, thanks for making the rules easy to track. Albert Abreu is expired and baseball.
I wonder if like if like Abreu, if they would mess with like starting Herman in AAA because he's got one option left.
To not lose Abreu?
But no, because they don't want to lose. I think Herman's option means more to them than Abreu.
Abreu currently, yeah.
All right.
They may still just want Abreu's 40-man spot, and definitely to give them anything for it.
The other thing, Andujar had a 300 batting average, 333 on base percentage in 10 games, 4 doubles, no home runs, 50 innings in left field, 34 innings at third base. He says he is trying to eliminate the helicopter finish. Eliminate your throwing motion.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares about changing his swing?
If we're working on stuff, while I've got you for a second, let's tighten up that throw, buddy. Ah, God. Golly gee willikers, Jim.
Gary finished the year 2 for 20. Didn't play after Christmas.
Not great.
He had a 355 on base percentage?
I think so.
2 for 20 is wrong because he had 4 doubles and 2 home runs.
He finished 2 for 20. The overall numbers is the rest of that line.
Explain that.
His season numbers are the rest of the line. He finished the season on a 2 for 20 slide.
Oh, okay, I get it. So he was slumping at the end. 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 62 plate appearances. So his final line was 245 batting average, 355 on base percentage, 434 slugging, which would come out to a 789 OPS. Shrug. Sure.
Andujar's game log last year, he finished really strong. Started hitting, and then the Yankees messed with his time and left a ice-cold Mike Ford on the roster. Reminded of that. Don't like it.
Mm-hmm. He's fixing his swing, though.
Month of September, 11 for 31. That's a 355 batting average and 975 OPS for Andujar.
I can't remember anyone ever saying, like, he needs to get rid of the helicopter swing.
I mean, maybe it's something with his wrist or shoulder or something.
It's just in general, he hasn't, like, hit in 2 years, technically. A lot of it's injury.
Someone in our chat, on the YouTube live chat, Canal Otro, said Andujar is grossly overrated. And I would like to know who Canal Otro has been talking to about Andujar. Maybe Andujar's parents?
Could be. We don't know.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone that's overrating him.
I think it's pretty easy to find on Twitter.
Yeah, a bunch of little kids with fake accounts. A real person that would put their name to it.
Some people on Twitter still love him.
His bat in 2018 was great.
Facts.
See it again.
Bird's bat in 2016 was great.
Facts.
15? Yeah, 15. 16 he was
out.
out.
All of 16. I was so sad.
Not facts. Corrected into facts.
Yeah. Fact check your fact checking.
Fairfax, Virginia.
That's all we got. We're starting to record our PPPs. They will go out live on, I think the 18th is the first PPP.
Something like that.
Yeah. And that's that. Thanks for tuning in.
Go Yanks.
Anything else, Jake?
No, I mean, we're still eyeing that kind of veteran reliever market. We'll see if the Yankees do anything there. There hasn't been a Gardy update, which I saw one of the beat reporters say was a good thing, but I don't know. I've still got a weird 2%, like Gardy signs with the Cardinals, and it's just like, oh, that was gross.
Oh, I have him in Bernie Williams territory.
Go on.
Sign or not play. Bernie didn't retire for like 5 years.
But think about who Bernie Williams is personality-wise and think about who Brett Gardner is personality-wise.
Yeah, I just don't have another. Yeah, you're right. I just don't know how many other teams are going to give him.
Like Bernie would say, all right, well, I guess I'll half retire until you want to sign me. And I think Gardner would be like, well, I'm going to make $7 million in St. Louis for 2 years, and you guys suck.
I got to get another reliever. But I've talked myself out of that, and then they're going to save the money. Save the money for the deadline to get a reliever.
I think we'll get another flyer guy.
There'll be another move or
Bear
so.
Claw.
Is the 40-man not figured out yet still?
I think we still haven't opened up O'Day's spot yet.
I think so too.
And they need to open up at least one more. If Gardner resigns, they need to open that one
I
up.
just saw Guardy to Philly in the chat, and I hate that. It makes me itch.
It adds up a little bit.
Guardy,
That's why.
Guardy.
Adds up a lot of bit.
Yeah.
That's why. Shit.
One thing to note for 40-man stuff, probably first day of spring training, they just add Severino to the 60-day because he's not back till July anyway. So that opens up one of them, which we haven't considered on air before.
Okay.
I'm excited for Sevy's PvP because I'm going to throw out a take. If I remember it. I don't know when we're recording that one. Like, is
We
Sevy?
can record them in any order you want.
Sevy brings out some emotions in you that not a lot of players do.
Like, is Sevy going to start a game this year? I don't know. Find out on the PPP. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.